All right. Second episode of the 804 podcast. I'm Nick.
Jesse.
Alex.
And today we have a special guest,
Yes, we
author, entrepreneur of the book You Are a Star,
Yes,
Dasha
sir.
Dent.
Yes.
You know, so before we get to her real quick, Alex had, today's history, what happened in today.
Oh.
Yeah, take us back. Way.
Yeah, hold
Way.
Yeah, hold up, y'all.
Please.
Let me hold on, give me a second.
He's
Okay.
taking us too far back.
Yeah, so
Stuff
today,
that's probably not even in our history books.
Oh yeah. Say thank you, Deja, for coming on.
You're
thank you
welcome.
for
I'm glad to be here.
Yes, thank you. Appreciate it.
first guest.
So
See
it's
what
really
Alex
an
got
honor.
for us.
Thank you. I'm glad that y'all invited me here to speak and to, be a part of this community that y'all have. So it's an honor to be here.
You gotta show the book real quick.
Oh, yeah.
Show the book.
So here.
Put it right up in there. You're a star. It's on sale now.
Mhm.
We got it out here.
It
know.
is. It is.
J1 Day 1.
Yep,
Of
promoting.
course. Yeah, of course. So what we got?
All
What do we have?
right, y'all ready? So December 18th, which is today. Today's the 17th, so I straight up lied. So December 17th, which is today. Back in 1399.
All right, you gotta stop now.
wait.
You're already wild.
Wait. Tamerlane's Mongols destroyed the army of Mahmud Tughaluk,
Right.
Sultan of
Yeah.
Delhi,
Mhm.
at Penpot.
That's somebody's cousin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I think.
So what does that mean to you, Alex?
Yeah,
I think-
How does that?
how does that tie
come home?
in?
Yeah. Yes,
I
sir.
think the
Yes, sir.
dude who
Please.
destroyed the Mongols, I think he might be my great granddad's cousin.
Are you sure?
I'm not sure,
Are
but
you sure?
I'm not sure, but I think it's
Have
something.
you used Ancestry.com?
They gotta pay me first.
Okay.
They
No,
gotta-
you gotta pay them
yeah,
first.
yeah.
Right, yeah.
You gotta pay them
damn
first.
sure do, actually. All you gonna do is find out somebody that's living beside you. You ain't pay your membership yet. Granddad. Like,
Yeah.
what the-
Yeah. No, I know my grandfather. My granddad.
That's all you gonna do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Show you a picture of you. Yeah.
What if it was just your high school picture? Like you'd be like, chill out. Like you paid the highest membership high school picture. Like it was like chill.
All right. Let's start off with our guest, Miss Dasha Dent. So first off, you got to tell us how this book came to be. What was your inspiration for?
My inspiration was after a relationship ended, I felt like I lost myself, and this book helped me find myself. Basically helped me find my book and healing, so I wanted to provide this for kids to embrace like their confidence, their uniqueness, and just to give them an outlet to read. And I feel like this book doesn't only touch kids, it still touches like families in general. So that's why I wrote the book through, like, even though like it was a negative, hard situation for me to go through, I still turned this into a positive to inspire kids and families.
I feel that.
Yeah.
I feel that.
That's
That's deep. Yeah.
That's what the book came from.
That's
The
word.
journey.
That's what's up.
When did you start writing the book?
The idea and vision came to me, I think, at the end of July and the beginning of August. And then I started writing it in August going to September. So this was like a year. To come together, it was a year-long process. So if you're dedicated and you want to do something, don't like give up. Like, it takes time to actually get this stuff like, done, solid, and where you kind of want it. So
Right.
it took like a year, but I started writing it in August of 2018.
Okay.
Yeah.
Word. Okay. Gotcha.
Um,
Yeah, that's what's up.
I see here that it's illustrated by Damian Duggar.
Yep, that's my cousin.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
word.
Okay.
Keeping it in the family.
Yeah. That's real. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was blessed to and grateful to work with him, because he never like drew anything for like a book before, so this was like his new first kind of big project to work with me. So
Right.
I gave him a chance, and he did a good job. I was really happy.
He didn't disappoint.
No,
Yes,
he
Yeah,
didn't.
no,
He
yeah.
didn't.
Just from the cover, yeah, it
Yeah.
already looks good. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, so with like this stuff, it has like different kids in it, And then also kids with like disabilities as well too, like cerebral palsy, because you don't really see like a lot of kids in like Target or anything like that, like a kid in a wheelchair
Right.
like this. So you really don't see kids like this like really celebrated. So I call like disabilities as like their superpowers instead of like their disabilities.
I've heard that before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to like call it like a disability. They actually have like abilities that is just indifferent basically from us.
You know, I remember hearing something. I forgot where, but I remember hearing something about like autism, like where it might be actually like they might be able to pick up on things better than we can, like certain like algorithms and stuff like that. So I was like, that and like that is so like I would not be surprised at all. You know,
My cousin, he's I think 3. Hopefully I'm getting his age right, but he's 3 and he has autism. He's smart, he's intelligent, and I think he's learning Spanish on his own. And yeah, he has autism, so he's very smart and intelligent.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
you never know.
Yeah. Who are we to say like, oh, it's a disability? Like, I mean, we didn't create. You know what I mean? Like we
They just learn differently.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
I think I like how this book is put together. It teaches kids that there's nothing wrong with being disabled. And I have epilepsy. I know it's not like a mental disability, but sometimes it can hold me back a little bit because I can't do a lot of stuff that I want to do. So, I appreciate you for writing this book. I appreciate you for putting, all different types of people, mentally disabled, normal people. It really kind of touched me a little bit. I'm glad to have you on the show.
Yeah.
So,
that's deep.
I appreciate it.
I have one more question. If you plan on continuing, writing books, do you know, and if you do you know what would be your next direction if you ever plan on?
I think like every author writes from their experience in some way.
Right.
So, when you write a book, if you have an experience that can touch somebody, write about it. You never know who's gonna touch it. But for me, like I know this is like my focus right now. So whatever is my new focus, then that would be like
Okay.
So it's like you can't
Experience.
you have to like roll with the flow instead of like being like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. So you never know what you're gonna do. At the same time, like it comes as it goes as you go along. So that's what like my next direction is gonna come from.
Another question I would say is, what would you say was one of the biggest hurdles of publishing?
Biggest hurdles? Being patient with it. Because I was like, there was so many different changes that I had to be patient with the process.
Right.
Like you can't rush through the process. If you rush through the process, it won't be as good as if you were patient. So like I had to change. I used to know. I feel like my cousin was very patient because I was like, okay, can you change this? Can you change the color? Also, like my publisher, can we redirect like some of the pages and stuff like that? So patience is like the thing that I had to learn with this process. No, it wasn't easy, but it just taught me a big lesson that I need to learn. It's just like if you really are dedicated, take the time to really invest in what you really want to do. So that's one of the hurdles I would say.
Right, of course.
And I feel like it's more rewarding too, like you said, patience, because you are invested and you're taking the time to really nurture it. Yeah. So
I think also fear was one of my big hurdles I had to get through, because I feel like when you're doing something like with a podcast or writing, you're putting yourself out there, so it can be kind of scary.
Right.
Yeah.
So just like writing this book, I feel like the hurdle that I had to overcome was myself and my fear. If that makes sense.
Right.
Yeah, so that's another one of my hurdles that I had to face and overcome.
So other than books, we introduce you as an entrepreneur too. What other ventures are you dabbling in right now?
I like to speak, motivational speaking, because I volunteered at John Randolph Hospital, and I did like some speaking engagements. So like being able to speak and teach off of the stuff that my messages is like another thing that I love to do as well too. Not just like, hey, read my books, but also like teaching them and like speaking on them is like another thing that I love to do.
Right. Being an all-around leader. Yeah.
Have you ever thought about teaching at a school?
Well, no, I wouldn't say that. No, I take that back, because I think teaching comes in different ways. You can teach in a classroom, or you can go to an auditorium and speak and teach that way.
mentors. Yeah,
mentors. Yeah. So there's different ways of teachers. You know, it's just not like I'm a teacher and I go to a classroom. That's another form of teaching. So I'm open to teaching in a different format that you're not a formal, like, sit down in a classroom with, you know, teaching 25 students. So I would be, like, open to, like, teaching in, like, an auditorium and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah.
And I asked that question because, you know, I'm always big on, you know, we need more black teachers in schools that actually want to teach the kids.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
so.
Because you have a lot of teachers who just pass them along, just
Yeah.
to, oh, okay, yeah,
And
go ahead.
especially in the public school system, you know,
Yeah.
with these SOLs, you know, they not really teaching nothing. They not.
Not at all.
Exactly.
Think about life skills.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you know, do kids nowadays know how to write a check? Like, you know what I mean? Like
I mean, I stopped learning cursive writing in the first grade.
yeah, exactly. That
Like,
kind
my
of stuff,
signature is horrible. It's
I had to
absolutely.
practice
Yeah.
doing my signature for this, like, and I think, like, with the SOLs, like, they're teaching to the curriculum that the school provides for them. They're not teaching.
Right.
Well, some teachers do, but most teachers are teaching towards, like, the SOL
yeah.
and passing and getting the scores for the school.
Right.
So it's not like how it used to be. Yeah.
Yeah.
In a way.
Kind of like college.
We just
We sort of got, yeah.
Institution is institutionalized.
Yeah.
we just need more people out there to actually care about the kids.
Yeah, because I just thought about it. Because, what's his name? Oh, man. He makes these videos. I can't believe I forgot the dude's name. He was talking about the school system, and it's been the same for, like, hundreds. Like, when our grandparents went to school, think about it. It's probably the exact same as, like, now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the kids now. So, like, I'm going to find his name because it's going to kill me. He does those different videos. He's like a motivational speaker too. What's his name? Y'all know who I'm talking about? He got like a beard, kind of like a mohawk. Golly, man.
Sir, can't help you.
Yeah, and it's crazy because...
You the one that brought him up?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm bringing him up.
Yeah.
If he was watching this video, he'd be like...
Damn.
Yeah, you don't even know who I am.
Have you thought about the different places that you want to speak at, or if you haven't already? Especially since you say you didn't want to, you know.
I like going to schools.
Okay.
I feel like schools are very big, and I feel like these messages anywhere, like with kids, like preschools or like schools in general, because I feel like if you give this message to kids who are in school, it plants seeds in them to be like, if your friend has a difference and you see another kid who has differences, then you
starting it early.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
Because I'm like, you know, you plant these seeds when they're young. They can teach their families and their parents, and you know, it helps them teach like other people, and you never know where these seeds are going to grow from. So teaching these kids like young are very important, and that's I'm an child advocate basically, to get these messages to these kids young so they can carry them on, because they're the future basically.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
we're the future. So why not, you know, get this message to them when they're young?
Agreed. By the way, the guy's name is Prince EA. Yeah. Have y'all heard of him?
I've heard of him.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, Prince EA. Yeah.
He's so good.
Yeah,
He's so good.
He does like poetry and stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
And his messages are very deep.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
Jesse, you heard him?
No, I actually haven't. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm sorry. My fault. My bad.
No,
my bad. Let me see then.
Well, yeah, Prince EA. I just searched up, like, you know. So, I mean, that was one of his videos where he was like, I sued the school system. That was deep. Because he had like a courtroom.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I think I saw that.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I stumbled on him on Facebook. I guess
Yeah, I'm out the loop on that one. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, that's all good, dog. Just to show, like, our viewers, like, his YouTube page. Definitely subscribe to that, man. He is good.
Yeah, he's really good.
One more question before we switch to our other topic. At any point, did you ever doubt yourself about writing this book?
Yeah. You go through a process. A lot of people, I think, have like an idea of like when you want to do a business or an idea or a podcast, you think it's going to be smooth sailing, no hiccups, no doubting, no frustration, and that's not true. Mm-hmm. It's not a perfect process. So me, I had to really encourage myself, and I think also having like a village around me, like my mom has been a big advocate for me and like helping me and really motivating me when I was like, okay, I don't know if I can, but my mom was like, okay, you just need to take a break and just chill out for a second. So for me, I like being your biggest cheerleader, but also having those people in your corner to help you, to get you out of that place of doubtfulness and like insecurity, because it's gonna come through like whatever you do. So I feel like, you know, of course I doubted myself, but I think like this has really strengthened my perception of what I can do through this through this process, basically.
Now, you know, we're all human. We all have people that, you know, will tell us certain stuff to make us, you know, doubt ourselves. Did anybody ever tell you anything to make
like
you doubt yourself? Yeah.
Anybody tell me?
I mean, you can shout them out. I mean, you can point out the haters real quick.
You know, show them your book. Tell them.
It's the little time that
I
they get.
made it.
Yeah, the little camera time.
Did I have any haters? Or not haters, but like people who were just not rooting for me?
Or I should say, posted brought their fears upon you.
Like that this really won't help in the process. How about that? Yeah.
Won't
Even
really,
if they didn't mean to.
Yeah, won't really be in supportive like you wanted them to.
I don't think so.
Y'all toxic, yeah. Y'all terrible, yeah.
I don't. The thing, because I have faith. My faith is like my thing, my core. I love like. I don't know if you call it God, Allah, whatever your higher power you believe in. You have a name for it. Maybe you don't.
Yeah.
But for me, I think my faith has kept me grounded and has kept me going because I know this purpose is bigger than me. So, like with this, I haven't had any negative feedback to any of like the, you know, my book signings, to the events I go to, like the speaking and stuff like that. I've always had nothing but love towards this book. So even if you do have people who don't really care or understand what you're doing, use that as your fuel to like be like, I'm kicking ass no matter what you say, basically. So that's what I say. Like but truly, I haven't had anybody who has said anything negative about my book, which I'm grateful for. I haven't had anything.
That's good. That's
I think some people. I had like one person who was just like, my cover was kind of misleading, but I was like, when you go in the book, you see other kids, so it's just like, even though this is like the cover, you still have to go in the book, because don't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah, legit.
But you know, some people might not get your vision, but still go for it. That's what I say.
Yeah.
You could say one thing to the next Deja out there. What would it be? Like just
Like the next author.
Yeah, the next author.
Take a leap of faith and don't be afraid to do what you love, even if. Because I was like, for me, I didn't know where the resources were going to come from. I just went with it. So if you have an idea, go for it no matter what. Take a leap of faith, even though it's scary. The stuff will come, no matter what it's going to look like. Just go for it. That's what I would say.
Hey, that's what we do.
Yeah, that's inspiring. Yeah.
That's what we.
All right.
That's what we're doing right now, taking the leap of faith. So,
yeah.
You know, I appreciate you coming here talking about this book. It definitely inspired me. Like,
Yeah. I'm like, well, okay, let's kick some ass. Yeah. Is there something we should have like the guests say, or at the end of the show or something? You know, this is our first guest, so you know, like.
You can say whatever you want.
Well, you know what I mean, like something that everyone said, like, you know, when Steve Harvey, the prank phone call, you'd be like, "What's the baddest?" You know, like, so like, is there something?
What's the baddest?
Yeah, what's the baddest production company?
We'll let you think about that, and we got her at the end of that episode. We're gonna segue right to you.
Where can you?
Yes,
you can find the book on Amazon, and also have my website. So it's lowercase bks onpurpose.com.
And we will put that in the description of this video. So
and my social media will be linked at the end of the video as well too. Yeah. Or the description.
Yeah, we'll put it in there. Yeah. We got you.
So let's switch topics. You know, Christmas is coming up.
All right, Christmas.
Have y'all started shopping?
No. I need to start.
Have you, Alex?
Huh?
Have you?
What? No, I'm like, I did. Yeah, I'm trying to. I mean, I did. I kind of did it early. It was all small stuff, though. Like, so. Jesse? No, Jesse, you ain't good.
Nah, to be honest, I have not.
That's it.
So I probably, but I mean, but to be honest,
Christmas
to keep
is
it
about gifts.
To keep it real,
My
it
family's
is-
gifts are still at the store. So.
Right. He
said that last video.
So, I mean,
they at the
that was
stove.
last
Yeah,
week.
all I gotta
So-
do is they at the stove. Yeah, I told you.
You know.
Christmas Day, yeah, they at the stove. What you want me to do?
Yeah.
They closed.
I don't know what to tell you.
I
So,
don't know what to tell you. Oh man, no, but man, I
They're
mean,
putting them on hold.
we got a week, man. You know, y'all gonna see this a week before Christmas, man. We got a week, I guess. So I guess we got time. I guess this weekend is gonna be hectic though, boy. 'Cause this weekend is what, the 21st?
yeah.
Good Lord.
Start shopping now.
This
Yeah,
weekend is
no.
gonna be
Yeah.
terrible out there.
Come to Dillard's, y'all.
Yeah, somebody
Buy
get a
some
shot.
shoes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
Lord.
That is where you.
Yeah.
Man. But yeah, nah, I'm behind on that. I'm gonna get on it.
I'm gonna just give everybody money. You know, cause
Yeah.
That's probably what I'm gonna do, and then try to find some way of try to throw a
Yeah.
thoughtful jab in there. And that's
Yeah, a
about it.
jab, yeah.
Yeah, that's about.
A little punching bag coming out of the card. Yeah.
Write
That's
a
what
nice,
they did with Abraham Lincoln behind it. Right, yeah. A crisp joke too. Yeah,
write a nice little card or something.
yeah, you be alright. Yeah,
Something
yeah,
thoughtful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
A
Mom,
macaroni belt or something.
Mom, I really appreciate what you've done. You know,
Yeah.
all 23 years of my life.
Thus far.
So-
yeah, not
Yeah.
yet.
So what's your favorite Christmas tradition? I should say.
Let's start with you, Deja.
My favorite Christmas tradition. Oh, so I have two. Making gingerbread houses with me, my mom, and my sister.
Oh, that's just
Yeah,
And Capstone, we made
I love gingerbread house making. And watching Christmas movies during Christmas Eve. Like The Christmas Story, all those old classic
Yeah,
movies are my favorite.
What's your favorite Christmas movie?
Oh,
Uh,
Polar Express.
I can't blame you for that. I
The
can't
Polar
blame
Express.
That's a good
But
one.
also The Christmas Story, also too.
Yeah.
But the Polar Express.
The
is
one
my
Jim
favorite.
Carrey?
No.
Mm-mm.
No,
I don't know his name. What is his name?
the one with Jim Carrey. You know, as Ebenezer Scrooge.
No, that's not The Christmas Story.
Wait.
That's a Christmas Carol.
The joke with the just shoot your eye out, kid.
Yeah, he has the.
Remember when
boxing.
the little white kid won the BB gun? It's old. It's like the 80s.
Yeah.
My
Yeah,
bad.
yeah.
I was
The
in.
little kid gets tongue stuck to the pole. It's outside.
Okay, my bad. I'm
Frenchie,
tripping.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking
Joke.
of Christmas Carol.
I
Yeah.
can't even lie to y'all. I haven't seen it.
Wait, a Christmas Carol
A
or?
Christmas Story.
Man, they
Uh,
play that joke all
They do.
day on
They have,
TBS and TNT.
Yeah.
Yeah, just all
I just haven't
day.
taken the time.
I
watch.
admit I didn't watch till I was older. So like that's why it's funny to me because I'm now getting it. But as I was younger, I didn't know that.
My dad brought it to my attention. That's how I learned
Yeah.
about it because of my dad.
Yeah.
My favorite movie is Home Alone.
That was just so funny because it's just like great day. This little kid is just all right. Let me get him in, and then they just
Smart.
falling down. Yeah, that kid
I'm gonna
was
throw
so
another one
smart.
at y'all. Can we think Friday After Next is a Christmas movie?
Yes. I would think
Is
so.
Friday After Next a Christmas movie? Cause remember they had a Christmas Eve party or whatever, and then Santa's the one that stole their gifts.
Oh, you could if you wanted to.
Friday After Next
wanted
with Day Day and Ice Cube. Yo,
I remember that movie.
I would think so.
that's crazy. I don't know why it just popped in my head.
I also
It's the only
What?
Christmas one out.
is it the
Trio.
Griswolds Christmas? The dude with Chubby Chase. The dude who looks kind of like Will Ferrell. It's an older one. Where it's the dad and his family. Or is it?
Does he like? Is he decorating his house and stuff?
Yeah,
like that,
and he like falls off the
Yeah,
roof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot into that.
Griswold Family
That's
Christmas.
hilarious.
National Lampoon's Christmas.
That is hilarious.
Y'all never no.
I haven't seen it.
You gotta get
Jesse.
on your Christmas
Nah,
movies.
sorry.
You got to.
Because those that
I guess
came-
with Christmas though, it seems like people stick to what they stick to.
oh like
With
yeah, if
Christmas,
you
at least
like,
yeah. I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but
yeah.
it seems like people just throw on what they throw on.
yeah. Like
yeah.
I know, like
At this
I got
point.
that from my mom, like watching those national, because it's a bunch of movies. It's like Griswold's Family Vacation, like National Lampoon's Vacation.
Oh yeah.
When they went to Vegas,
I know
but,
it's
like,
a series.
The
yeah, I just know
Christmas one, where, I mean, everything just went to hell in a handbasket.
Yeah.
Like like the cat the aunt, I think she like boxed the cat as a present and gave it because she's like senile or something. And then like there was a squirrel in the tree. The tree was huge.
That's
The
gone wrong.
tree burned down. The bird, like the cousin Eddie was a freeloader. Like he was wild. Like yeah, that dog food scene. They were in the grocery store. So like, you know, Clark, the dad, he was talking to Eddie, you know, he was just getting his stuff. He put his stuff in the little cart, right? So Eddie, you know, they're talking and, you know, he's like, yeah, Clark, you know, and while they're talking, he's getting these big old bags of dog food for his dog. He's not paying for it. He's just laying it on top of the cart. And it's like, bro, this man he is wild and like, cause like, you know, like Clark was kind of looking like, okay, like, okay, you're not paying for that. And it's almost like, who told you could stay with me? Like, you know, like he just literally rolled up. Like, y'all ever had family members just roll up, okay, I'm staying here. Like,
Dang. Yeah.
yeah, like, yeah, brought your dog, brought your family, and be in the grocery store, you were just getting like, nah, bro, like, just.
So what's your favorite Christmas tradition, Alex?
That movie be funny to me. Polar Express. I like A Christmas Carol too. I want to say, yeah, probably the movies. I'm a movie guy, so I like watching those Christmas movies, laughing, you know. So, yeah, and you know, seeing my sister when she comes home for the holidays, that's really cool. You know, we get to talk and stuff. Shout out to you, Ariel.
Yeah, shout out Ariel.
Yeah.
What about you, Jesse?
Christmas traditions, I'd say probably just, you know, seeing out the family and then probably eating.
Yeah.
Oh
let's
yeah.
Let's not forget, you know, what time it is.
I'm not a kid.
Yeah,
no
you
more.
know, yeah.
Them cookies be good.
And then, yes. No, what type of cookies then? No, yeah. Like, what type of cookies? I mean, like, it's Christmas cookies.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, I meant like food.
Oh,
Like, yeah,
I mean,
like
yeah,
the
no,
cookies,
yeah. I mean,
yeah.
Are you thinking about dessert?
well,
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
skip right over the whole, yeah, like the grace and everything. Some of the cookies ready. Yes.
green beans, collard greens.
Yeah, I see like
Green beans on Christmas?
I didn't
Really?
collard greens.
Yeah. So
I
I
was
mean,
naming it for
trying to
you.
think, eating.
Turkey.
I guess I don't want to steal yours, but I guess basketball too. But I guess this lineup might be kind of weak this year too. So
Well, that's only because the Warriors.
Exactly. So that's what kind of kills it.
If
Any
Golden-
year that you have the returning conference finals.
If Golden State was good, it'd be better.
It'd be turned. Yeah,
But
it'd be ready.
That's my Christmas tradition. Watching the NBA with all my uncles and my dad and my brothers. You know, from 12 o'clock to like 10:30.
Yeah, the
at night.
games be on all day long.
All day.
Yes, it was Christmas on a Wednesday this year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that is fun. Oh, yeah. Wednesday.
Yeah.
That's all I do. You know, but shout out to the Mavericks. You know, third place in the West.
Oh yeah, they have the ball.
All the
Luka.
players subscribe.
Yeah. If y'all want, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, Luka has been balling.
You know how it goes.
Trying to think what else we got.
Now, there are football fans in here, right?
Yeah.
I watch football,
If you-
but
Uh-oh.
So what team is on
Okay.
the screen when
for
you
college,
usually
it's my ODU
Okay,
because I go there.
Yeah.
all right.
I root for my mom's team, so Cowboys is for me.
All right, Deja. Give it up for Deja, y'all. All right.
Yeah.
But I'm not
But
really a
honestly,
football
no.
fan. Like that,
Honestly,
I
though,
watch it, but I don't like.
They're
I
a
don't
joke
get it.
themselves, so it really doesn't. Like, it's not even fun joking on guys.
But it's
Jesse's
like,
a Giants fan.
Yeah, so that's all right, but I mean, I'm thinking thin.
Get
Right,
out of
so
here.
that's
Get
all right.
out of here.
Alex, do you have a favorite team?
Ah, y'all already know my team.
Who is that?
Nah, it's the Steelers. We ain't hitting
Oh gosh, you're like my uncle.
I'm a Saints fan, so you know.
Nah, get out of here. Nah,
What you mean, get out of here?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm just saying get out of
Drew
here.
Brees is, you know, the best quarterback out of everybody in this room, I should say.
I don't know. Hodges is pretty solid.
I can't believe you just said that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I can't believe I just said
Yeah,
that.
that was
too.
disrespectful.
Yeah, that was disrespectful. Yeah, Drew Brees. I'm sorry.
You know, shout out to Drew Brees.
Yeah, hey, Drew, can you follow?
Drew do his thing. He
And,
does. Much
you know,
respect.
Eli Manning, Giants legend.
Yeah,
know,
I
one-
mean, yeah, He gave no, yeah. He gave us 2. That's my dog. You know, they kind of fucking him over this year, but it's
Of course,
alright.
because the Giants haven't been good in.
That's how it is. That's how it is. But I know once Drew get up out that stadium, boy.
James Conner.
Ooh, well, y'all got Teddy. Of course, I got Teddy. I forgot.
No, Teddy Bridges.
I forgot. Y'all got Teddy. Never mind.
All right, we're gonna switch topics. You know, we have a female in the room, so she can definitely attest to this. Cardi B gave Offset $500,000
For his birthday.
We all know Offset has cheated multiple times.
Has it been proven? No, I'm playing. I'm playing.
Yeah.
I'm playing, y'all. I was just.
I mean, nah, man.
Okay.
I mean.
Well, that's what they say. So.
No.
But yeah, it was his birthday. So one of her reasons, or like the quote they got from her is, "What can I give a man that already has everything?"
Yeah.
So like she gave him like a refrigerator. It's like a video of her. Like she gave him like a refrigerator, and it's like full of, you know, half a ticket in there. Like literally 500,000. Yeah. So. Yeah, she was like, I just wanted to give you something different. She I also saw like the rock he gave her for like their anniversary. Oh my god. Like you thought like their wedding junk was tough. He gave her like a matching big ass ring on the other hand. Like, oh man, Alex. He was like, yeah, she flooded. I was like, sure.
I flooded from looking at it.
But like her finger won't even, like that joint was trembling because it won't even, oh man, Alex. Oh man.
It was nice.
It's like somebody went like this on her like finger because, oh man, that joke. Yeah, I mean, as far as the whole cheating thing, I mean, what I'd say is, I mean, I've always heard if somebody's willing to give you something, then that's what you worth. So if she feels like if she giving him $500,000, I would assume that she's past all of that. At least I would assume. Let's not forget that Cardi used to be a stripper now, so she's not out here giving money away to too many people, I would assume. So for her to give her man 500 of them things, 500,000 of them things, excuse my language, I would assume that some patches have been smoothed, I think, I would say. I'm not giving somebody that I'm not rocking with 500,000. I know you all my life and I'm not giving you 500,000. Unless we got it like that. Unless we got five. Unless we got 5
Right from the horse's mouth.
Exactly, yeah. I'm telling you, like, yeah, especially straight in cash too, Nick. Once again, not no wire transfer, not no 2 to 3 business days. I'll call you, you call me, and then I'll
installment
get back
plan.
to you. Yeah, you gotta meet me up Uber. No, just here, yeah.
That'd be a nice gift. Someone can give me 500,000.
I just say, yeah,
I would be happy.
I
would be happy.
I mean, I'm making $11 an hour, so I would definitely like
And he made
$500,000.
$500,000 in 20 minutes.
I mean, I want to be on that payroll. You know what I mean?
Just for him being born.
Yeah. Can I get
For the
500,000?
28th sign.
Imagine trying to
Shout out to
negotiate
Offset,
that in your
though.
interview at work.
Oh no, that's my dog.
Like,
500,000.
Hey, I ain't mad at you, man. I ain't mad at you at all.
What would that be an hour? Sorry.
People like us gotta do the math.
Yeah.
He didn't have to do much math. Yeah, that's what it was.
I mean, $500,000 though. I'm sorry.
Last
But
we were talking about 40 billion.
So
We not-
500,000. We went from 40 billion to 500,000 in the conversation.
But the sad thing is, though, that 500,000 is in your face. Like that was.
Yeah, 500,000.
Yeah.
That's some spending money. You know what I mean? Like you can turn up.
So are you giving your girlfriend 500,000 if you had it?
If I had it.
Yeah, cause I say what Cardi about 10 million strong. I say at least. So.
Yeah, if I had 500,000, yeah. I mean, because it's kind of like.
Because like I said, her main point was, what do I give somebody that already has everything?
Yeah,
like we all know how Offset gets down. Like he alright, so like
Yeah.
So
I
guess
sure
that was
didn't
her-
need that 500,000.
Yeah,
Like,
so I think he even said like, you don't gotta give me this money. She was like, yeah, whatever. Like he just like was like, all right, so
thank you.
like,
Yeah, I mean,
like,
yeah.
what he wanted, so.
I appreciate it. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
I mean, I'm sure everything is tuition straight for the kid, for culture and all 8 of the other kids. So
yeah, and it's they say the thought that counts. So, I mean, so I mean, if she want.
I mean, what do you think about it?
I mean, I guess she went there with him, so I guess she was comfortable being there beside him to do that. But I don't know if I could do that. I mean, 500,000, I would do that, but I don't know about like the strip club part.
Oh yeah, that is.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Yeah,
You have
yeah.
to touch like the part. Like, would you?
That part. Yeah.
Like,
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm saying like I understand like y'all are talking about like the 500,000.
Right. Yeah. That's
Like
what I was
yeah, but like the strip club part is the, you know what I mean?
Yeah, most women, have their kind of topic on.
But I guess she felt comfortable enough to like go down there to.
I mean, and now I think about it, I mean,
I guess
consider-
he could say in. Sorry to cut you off. He could say in counter, girl, I can turn on MTV Jams right now and see you grinding on Bruno Mars. Granted, that's a different, that's
It's kinda
occupational.
different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean, sex is everywhere.
I mean,
so-
but she did that for him, right?
What do you
Like she took him.
mean? Took him to the strip club, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so she like
Like, I
it's
guess
kind
people were
of.
saying like it was
Yeah.
other girls and stuff like that. Yeah, but I mean, obviously they're cool with that.
Yeah, I mean,
People were
yeah.
saying like other people.
Oh
other
yeah,
shit, so,
possibly. It y'all just gotta
It's
have
that
that level of trust.
understanding,
Yeah,
yeah.
that y'all just gotta have that level of trust where it's like, okay, like I'm not like, I mean, and like let's be honest, a lot of this is publicity.
That's true.
I mean, not all of it. It is.
Way to
but,
put the stomper on it. But yeah.
Yeah, I
that's
mean,
true.
yeah.
Maybe,
so-
maybe she
That's
doesn't see like going to a strip club as like a big deal. I don't know.
I mean, that's her home at the end of the day. Like, at the end, like she's very, but like,
Cardi gonna
but it's like, but
beat
is she
you.
hiding that?
No,
Has she ever hit that? Yeah, like if anything, that's what
Hey,
gave
Cardi.
her 500,000. So,
Hey, Cardi, all I'm saying is,
so obviously she's like. That's nothing to her. Like she was even like in the video cheering the girls on.
Yeah,
So,
I mean,
like,
yeah.
that environment ain't shit. So
Yeah, it's kind of like whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, it's whatever.
as long as you're not going behind my back, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it was. I think about it, it's a gift. Like, okay, if the girl, I'm taking you to the strip club, blah, and y'all are at that status, where y'all do music videos with strippers and stuff all the time, then it's kind of like, if that's your gift to me to take me to the strip club and, whatever, and give me 500,000, then that's kind of what it is. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's your gift to me. That's why I kind of look at it. Like, you're giving me that gift. No, I'm not saying, oh, I'm begging it for you to take me to the strip. You know what I'm saying? But it's like,
Because I guess she was like participating in like beside him, basically. I don't know.
I'd be surprised.
So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, and at the end of the day, that comes down to, are you comfortable with doing that? Like, as a...
Everybody has different views, but I guess for her, I guess that's a gift that she wanted to give him at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I guess.
All right, we're gonna go to another topic real quick.
I'm just imagining that Bentley truck though, Alex, how we get with that 500,000. Cause that was with 500,000. Sorry, Nick. With $500,000 out, you can go to the dealership and just be just throw it like this under here.
Y'all already know what I'm gonna do when I blow up.
It. Like you, oh man, like
On Midlothian Turnpike, shout out to Land Rover. Man, like when I went there to like, I wasn't really like checking the cars out. No, hold on.
Yeah, my fault. Yeah,
All right,
2020. Yeah, hitting them over the head. Yeah.
No, when I went there, because I was advertising, and like I was just looking at some of the vehicles. I was like, man, one day I'm gonna get that Rover, man. Oh my god,
That's a pretty car.
yeah, it's a beautiful car, and I'm gonna get the newest, man.
Yeah,
One day.
Go ahead, take us out, Nick.
All right, one more quick topic, and then we're gonna get to Jesse's announcements.
Mm-hmm.
Jesse said, 6ix9ine allegedly might get out.
Yes, that is the current report. I think his hearing is Wednesday, like his sentence hearing. So obviously we all know that he's been cooperating with, the federal investigation and all that. So his team, his attorneys and all that is obviously pushing for time served, which means, because his minimum is like, 37, I think. Like there. So yeah, but obviously with him, cooperating, his time will be, reduced. So what? Yeah, 37 years, because it's a RICO charge. Yeah, because that means they getting the whole game, because they don't have time for all that, think you don't, like you did something in there. So, but like I said, obviously with him, snitching or, cooperating, he has so his prosecutors are going for time served. So he's been in there a year because I think he got locked up around this time last year. Yeah. So they're trying to do time served. So hoping what they're saying, basically what they're hoping is Wednesday the judge be like, all right, since you cooperated fully, blah, 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 blah. Like, remember, it was like reports that he was saying extra stuff. Like, he was saying, like, too much stuff, if you remember. So, like saying, like, names and stuff like that and all that. So, like, so...
Cardi was one of them.
Yeah, exactly. We ain't gonna go too deep, but yeah. So, like, yeah. So, apparently that was the case. So, I think, so they were probably trying to go for, like, time served, a year, and maybe he might get out, like, before the end of the year or something like that, or the beginning of the year. That's the...
In time for Christmas?
I guess so. Maybe, like, New Year's or something like that. And apparently his plan is to, like, continue rapping. So, like, to continue coming out as a rapper and continue, like... Because he has, like, a bag waiting for him. Because, like, if y'all remember, he got, like, a record deal, apparently. Yeah. Like, somebody signed up, like, 10 mil. So, apparently, and I know, like, I just read on Instagram earlier, actually, that Spotify or, like, Angie Martinez, they're supposed to be doing a story about him. So, and I'm not blame him, because if I was in that situation, I would try to milk it all, too. Because the movie's coming, the video game, goddamn it. Like, all
get as much money as
the
you can.
pinball machine. Yeah, all that's coming. So... Yeah, so that's we're gonna see.
That man gonna need extra security.
That is the situation.
Somebody is coming after him.
Oh yeah.
So we shall see.
It's not funny, but I mean,
somebody's coming.
I just like to see the music.
Bro.
They were saying we can all say this he all that, but you gonna click on that music. You gonna click on that first single that he dropped. Yeah, because you're going to see, even if you don't like it, because I'm not a huge fan of them, but I'm probably going to click on it. I may not even be rushing to it, but I'm going to click on it.
I mean, that's the name of the game.
Yeah, I may not even listen to it now, like for a long time. Like, that's how he was going platinum before he got locked up. Say what you want about him, but people was clicking them things.
I mean, the name of the game is to get the bag. So, I mean, yeah.
You would know. So.
All right.
First off, I just want to say, anybody who is facing 37 to 40 years in prison, they have a chance to get off. They telling on everybody. Yeah. I don't care what
they did.
Anybody says. They telling on everybody. Yeah. You can be the hardest person on the planet. You're going to tell on everybody. He did it. He did it. That man did it. This is where he was when he did it.
Yo.
This is what day it was on. This is what the weather was like when he did it. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah, it's hard. Yeah.
You want to see my phone? Like, it's like you want to see his phone? Like, it's like, oh, chill.
I kept the text message. Oh, and if you're gonna commit a crime, please don't text anybody. That's just duly noted.
Right, need those,
Do not text. Do not commit crimes with checks.
Oh, let me tell. Did y'all see
Do everything in cash.
The donkey of the day thing with Charlamagne?
No.
About the guy that he worked at Wells Fargo, I think, and he like
wait, the dude that stole 88.
Yes, and then he posted it on Facebook or something like that. Like he worked for the bank, like he worked for Wells Fargo, I think, in the vault, if I'm not mistaken. And like he stole the cash out of it, or it was a lot of money. It was 80
million.
Million.
He took a picture.
And he took a picture with the stacks. Let me show you that. Oh, man.
I think that man is facing 40 something.
Yeah, because it's embezzlement. They got his ass. Oh man, let me see if I got the picture.
Don't post that.
Oh man, this Facebook stuff is ridiculous.
If you have a friend like that in your circle, get rid of him now. Get rid of him.
2020,
now.
it's your chance. 2020 started.
No.
Yeah. So Deja, is he a star or?
What?
Is he a star? The guy who did it? Or?
And he's from Charlotte, so yeah. The dude right here holding the wallet cash.
Charlotte just took an L.
$88,000 from Wells Fargo vault, arrested after flashing cash on Facebook.
Man said, I got $88,000 in one of my pockets.
Charlotte just took a big L.
Yeah, that man said, hello?
You know, $88,000.
Yeah, I'm glad about that. That is hilarious. Look, I mean, look at the stack.
That's a lot of money. I mean,
why would you do that?
He said, "Hey, I gotta turn up and put on for my city. To hell with the baby. I gotta get mine, right?" Oh,
and now you're going to jail for being stupid.
Wait, because, okay, honestly, I put it like this, like, you know, crime, like, you know, because people, unless you're like paranoid or like you're very vigilant, like people are like living their everyday lives. Like you don't expect people to just do wild stuff. That's why stuff like that can probably happen. Like
that picture just basically said,
Yeah, so I'm
arrest
laughing
me.
yeah.
Arrest me.
Holla at your boy.
Yeah. I'm calling the cops with the phone in my hand. Like,
Yeah, basically,
Yeah.
911. Come get me.
Yeah.
Come pick me up tonight. What you doing?
I mean, because if you were trying to do, okay, honestly, 88, disappear, dog. I mean, you got the balls to do that. Disappear. But you over here are wilding, yeah.
And he went in there knowing there are cameras in.
So wait, so did he like do it and then like he posted it?
I'm trying to figure that out right now.
And then what did he try to at least
I'm
get
trying
away?
to figure that out. I'm trying to figure that out. It seems like as if he got away with it, but he posted on social media, and then over time, through the social media.
So what, you were going in the next room?
I don't know.
who stole it.
Yeah, don't take me that verbatim.
nah.
But yeah,
And
that's
he
what
put
it
it,
seems
it's
like.
already on the internet. So.
Yeah, it's on the internet, but I'm saying like, okay, over time, like
They say you're looking at 30 years minimum is a suggested guess.
you were in with the guys.
Oh yeah. Let's not forget he bought a brand new 2019 Mercedes. Let's not forget that as well.
Are I mean, okay, if you're gonna do that,
And he bought it straight cash too. Let's not forget he had the big balls. Right? Yeah. Like sir.
Yeah.
Like, you gonna see the Facebook post later. Yeah. Don't worry. About it.
just
like my
the
post.
back.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is brought to me by the Breakfast Club. Yeah, good looking out. Charmaine and God.
Yeah, shout out to them.
Yeah.
Orlando Henderson.
We trying to get on y'all
Yes, sir.
level.
Mr. Donkey of the Day. 30 counts
Orlando.
of final institution fraud.
So was he trying, or was he just trying to flex? What was he trying to do? Was he trying to flex?
I don't know, but
I mean, he flexed. He's flexing.
he's gonna flex his ass in prison.
Chill, dog.
Like
He did it in deposits, so he was just like stealing deposits from people, I guess, because he
Oh,
wasn't in the
okay.
vault. So
Because what I was thinking
so, like,
was
people
like
would
one
come in
night.
there making their deposits, and he got them. Like, yeah, I guess.
Because okay, what I envisioned in my mind was just like, all right,
Yeah, Wells
like
Fargo
one
can't
night,
catch
like,
a break.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got
Wells Fargo can. I'm with Wells Fargo. I'll holler at y'all when I get money. We'll see. When
I'm
I
not
get
gonna
the
shout out
Yeah,
my
I
bank
already
account.
say I ain't.
Yeah,
First
actually-
off, there's nothing in there, so
I was just that's why I ain't worried about it.
Y'all don't even worry about
you know.
the money that we don't have yet.
So I mean, if you want to hack my bank account,
Nah, because what you got in there, I'm sure you need it.
okay, you can go ahead and hack that $1.30. That $1.36. You know,
I could use $1.36
you know.
for real.
All right, Jess, you got any more announcements for us?
Yeah, we can go ahead and wrap it. I'm just listening to this.
Oh yeah, you listen.
I'm just listening to this. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
To get something else. Go ahead.
The
If you got anything else.
you know where you went last night.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to wrap it up, we got some announcements. Last night I did go to the to a Rad Boy pop-up show. It was at the Camel RVA. It was pretty good. It was off West Broad Street, like right in front of that Lowe's, like right near.
Shout out to them.
Yeah, shout out to them. Two of the guys, I know I went there to see A.B. Bad to perform because his album just came out. I mentioned that last episode, Humans Don't Deserve Me. Another artist that caught my eye, his name was Vito the Don. He is, we follow him on IG page. He followed us last night. Couple of the songs that he performed were pretty good. I wasn't able to stay too long, but I was able to stay like an hour or two. So it was a pretty good environment. They had they also had they had different genres too. They had people doing like R&B. They had people doing rock. So it was pretty good. It was a nice little spot. It was like a little bar, but they had like a little stage to the right. And
Yeah.
people perform. So it was definitely cool. I'll definitely follow up with them. We followed two people that were there doing that. Yeah, we'll probably I think I have a flyer on that on our Instagram page. We'll probably have, even though it already passed. Another thing coming up, we'll probably have another sketch coming soon. Thanks for the love that we got on the Chase video.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, through Instagram and YouTube, it seemed like people responded to it pretty well. We had a lot of fun doing that. At least I can say.
Shout out to Walmart for closing. Yeah,
Right.
the neighborhood Walmart. Yeah, we did
Right.
a closed neighborhood
Yeah,
Walmart.
yeah, right.
Wow.
Yeah, but that, honestly, so
I've never heard that. Shout out to Walmart for
yeah,
closing.
shout out, hey, yeah, big shout out.
shout out to
for
them for
fucking
being-
up. Yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah,
Shout out
man.
to them for being unsuccessful.
Yeah, neighborhood Walmart. Good luck. Wendy's. I saw y'all looking at us.
Of course.
Cause there's a Wendy's right
Oh
across.
yeah, they were and like people in the drive that
Yeah, they
were
were
in the drive, they
scared.
was looking like
They were like, dang.
because we were outside running around and yeah, so we still had the link of that in the bio. Also, shout outs, to y'all for responding to the first podcast that we did last week. People responded that well. So we should have another sketch coming soon. We're just in the works on that. Another thing that is popped up on my Google feed was LeBron James' son, Bronny James, is supposed to be in Richmond. His son plays. He's a freshman in high school.
Oh, word.
Yeah, so he plays like for this school in California.
Sierra Candy.
Yeah, so that's why LeBron like plays in LA and everything.
Right.
So they're supposed to have this Above the Rim Classic here in Richmond this weekend, I guess, December 21st. So I think that's Saturday. So y'all see this.
I got tickets to that.
Oh, really? Oh, that's
Oh,
what's
word.
up.
Hey, get
Yeah.
some footage. Yeah, we'll try to get that out.
That's what's up. Yeah, so they're playing John Marshall.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah,
Our boy
yeah.
Jeremy Shepard Carter. He
That's his
actually went to
alma mater.
John Marshall. Yeah.
So he might be there. Yeah, I actually wanted to go to that John. I should have got my dad tickets, but yeah, I know it's sold out now because I think it was sold out like a while ago. So, but yeah, that's gonna
Is he
be
gonna
time.
pop up or?
LeBron?
Yeah.
He might. He was at the last game or something like that. He might
But
probably not.
that's because they were playing his
If
alma mater.
NBA season is
Yeah,
going, so so his son dunking and shit, so
Yeah,
he's pretty nice, so that's something else to look forward to.
Shout out to Jeremy.
Right, I don't know where is it at Singles?
It's at the Arthur Ashe.
Arthur Ashe. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's about it. That's all I got.
Real quick.
Yeah. Unless y'all want to keep going. Yeah.
So, I guess we can end it there. Shout out to Deja for
Oh yeah. Shout out to
being
Deja.
our first guest
Thank you.
on here. Anything else, guys?
No, that's it. So what are we gonna make the guests say at the end? How are we gonna do this? How are we gonna do that? Or do they don't have to say anything?
Go ahead. Yeah. You still ain't thinking about nothing?
I mean, cause I was like, man, what can they say?
Deja, you can say whatever you want.
Yeah, like, what do you want to say about that? I guess everyone can say kind of like something.
About you guys?
I guess you can talk about. I don't know.
Like something like almost like like a little like phrase or like
shout out.
or maybe like thanks J1 Day. Yeah, maybe that. I mean, thanks J1 Day 1.
Just
Thanks, J1 Day 1.
or the 804 podcast.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah,
I can edit this.
thanks 804.
Yeah, thanks 804.
You want me to say that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, which one
We're
do you
good.
think?
We'll
This will
edit
be the
It's all right. Yeah.
we
I'll
can
edit
keep
all
it. I mean, because it will be the first ever. So this will be where it was made.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
But then we should have had it made and then had it here.
I mean, well, yeah, it'll be.
Then make it up there. Yeah.
Okay, thanks 804.
All right, go.
You want me to say that?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Thanks, 804, for having me. It was a pleasure. And big success to you. I'm impressed with
Thank
what
you.
y'all are doing.
Thank you.
Thank you, Deja.
Welcome.
Yeah.
I'm Rising.
I'm Nick.
Jesse.
Alex.
And